He took that .45 caliber and jammed it in my face, cracked me right here in the forehead. This guy had to be this big, hovered over me with a gun in my face, and when he did, my reaction was to hit him with the plate in the face. Thing breaks and he becomes like a monster. Blood's coming down. Every wall in this apartment, in this room, and the ceiling has blood on it. This was the exclamation mark on where my life had gone from being a good kid to this far from dying. I spent 3 days in the hospital, and I'm like, I'm done. No more drugs. I'm done using drugs, okay? Guess what happens? I'm using drugs 15 minutes later, 10 times a day in the hospital. My mom says to me, you're no longer welcome in my home. You're no longer welcome in my business. I don't want to see you anymore. 24 hours later, I was in a treatment center because my mom had the courage to say, enough is enough. I'm done. I go to this treatment center. I'm there 30 days. For the first 30 days in 7, 8, 9 years, I don't use drugs. And before I leave, the counselor grabs me, and the counselor says to me, look, dude, I'll see you back here. Probably, you know, if you don't die, I'll see you back here. And I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm not coming back here. And he's like, oh, no, you're coming back. All you're ever going to be is a drug addict. You need to give up all the ideas of writing books, speaking to audiences, being rich. I always wanted to be rich. I wanted financially to be rich my whole life. I wanted to be my dad. I wanted to be the guy that could take care of his family. They said, you need to give up all those ideas and settle for one thing, not using drugs again. 25 years old, moved back into my mom's house. Tell my mom, let me live back in the house. I'm coming back. I'm not using drugs, and I'm going to rebuild my life. From that day on at 25, I made some commitments. Number one was I cannot afford free time. Every time I had free time, I got in trouble. So I knew I had to, 1, eliminate the old bad friends. 2, I had to keep all free time busy. And I said, what are you good at, Grant? And I'm like, what are you good at? What are you really good at? And I'm like, I'm good at going all the way. Because even with the drugs, I was an all the way kind of guy, right? I need to 10x everything. Like 10 was that number. My dad died when I was 10. I was using drugs 10 times a day. I was trying to quit 10 times a day. I'm like, you got to start liking something, man. And more importantly, you got to get good at something. So I said, I'm going to take the job that I don't like, and I'm going to get great at it. It was a sales job that I hated. Every day, I would go to work early. I'd stay late. Okay, I was doing 10-hour days, at least 10 hours. If I needed to make 1 call, I would make 10. If I needed to see 1 customer, if I thought I needed to see 1 customer, I would fill it up with 10 customers. Whatever I thought I needed to do, I literally took this drug problem and poured this obsession with destruction into an obsession with, I'm going to just 10 times everything, keep myself busy. I studied everything. I became a fanatic. Some therapist, some psychiatrist is going to say, oh, this dude's got ADD. I've already been told that, please. I've had every label that the psychs put in books, I've been labeled that, okay? Look, I never had any of those problems. I had potential that was being unused. So I wake up early, I get a workout in, and I get to the office. When I get to the office, a calendar's laid out, and I need to see every 30 minutes something filled in that calendar. The counselor back in the treatment center said to me, dude, aren't you worried about, because he's seen my success now, and he's like, aren't you worried about burning out? I'm like, dude, you're the burnout, bro. You're the burnout. You're the one that said I was going to come back. You're the one that said I would never make it. You're the one that said, don't write books. I've written 7 of them, man. I'm not worried about burnout. I am not a candle. Candles burn out. Spiritual beings don't. My message to you is that you're not doing enough. Okay? If you could do it once or twice, then you can do it 20 times. Just multiply. And I hear a lot of people say, when is enough enough? Those of you who ask that question, when is enough enough, maybe you haven't had enough failures. Because if you get disappointed and disgusted enough with your life, you will not ask, when is enough success enough? I want to give people permission to be complete addicts, junkies, obsessed, maniacs, all in freakazoids that do everything 10 times more than you think you need to. And I want to see, how hot can I burn? Okay, how far can I go? How much light can I bring the world? How much positive truth message can I bring this planet? How much more can I do?